through. Make sure. Alright. And get this shared to our Discord servers and to Twitter. Discord, there we are. And Twitter. Got that shared and everything. And if you will give me a moment, I will be right back. Let me get this wire out of the way. Alright, thank you for your patience, everyone. I am back with my cup of coffee. We can go on and get this thing started. First off, good evening to everyone. It's 7 o'clock, and yes, I'm having a cup of coffee. It's none of your business. Hello, Rhea. How are you today? Today we're going to be building the Master Grade Guntank, or tackling as much of it as we get done, at least. Because, let me take a sip of coffee real quick. Because, we've got a billion of these little individual tread pieces that we'll have to put together, so that might burn me out for a bit for today, but we shall see. Patches is joining us in here as well, so we got 2 of the 3 cats accounted for. The only one missing is Chewy. He's in the sunroom right now taking a big fat nap, as he does. Okay. Got a nub right here. Patches, what are you doing? Wait, what is that? What have you got? Patches, that's a big standing block. You don't want that. Also, hi Chewy, we were just talking about you. Alright, so all 3 of the cats are in the office with me. Hey buddy. Hey bud. I don't have any room on the table, otherwise I'd invite you to come up here. Patches! Not everything that's on that table is a toy meant for you to play with. Up to his usual tomfoolery. So we did kind of a breakdown of the runners and the manual during the Wednesday Chewy Coffee Show stream. So I'm not really going to go into that here. Oh, that's cool. It actually has you start off with the Core Fighter. But here, let me grab the box art real quick, just to talk real quick about the Guntank again. So this is a 2009 Bandai Master Grade kit of the, of course, RX-75 Guntank from Mobile Suit Gundam, the original 0079 series. Yeah, I've always got the dad tone whenever talking to Patches. With Rhea and Chewy, I don't have to bring it out near as often, but with Patches, it's almost constant. Yeah, so it's from the original Mobile Suit Gundam, and it did get a couple of successors. In a later series, there was the Guntank 2, which appeared in Zeta Gundam, then it showed up in a blink and you miss it moment in Unicorn. And then there was also the Guntank mass production type, which showed up in 8th Mobile Suit Team, which that needs a kit desperately. I'll take a high grade, or I'll take an RE100. Because I think it's just different enough in design that they couldn't reuse a master grade frame whenever designing the mass production type. So it would be easier to do it as a high grade. And then if they decide to go to 100 scale route with it, that'd be awesome, but I wouldn't hold my breath. But a high grade's long overdue at this point. And then also there was the Origins Guntank, the Guntank early type, which showed up in the Origins OVA, which that's a phenomenal kit. Really, really glad I have that in my collection. Trying to think, where do I want to start with this, or was there anything else I was going to say about the Guntank? We got a couple of things that we're going to try with the Guntank. So one of the things that I kind of dislike about the Master Grade that the high grade has going for it is this is the cockpit hatch right here on the head, and the canopy, it's supposed to be this like kind of darkish blue, and on the Master Grade it's clear. And now the reason they did that is because you get this LED with the kit, and this is a blue LED. It doesn't come with the batteries, and it doesn't come with the bottom lid piece for whatever reason, and I'm wondering if maybe that's because it's held in place by the kit itself, or maybe there's a part that attaches from the kit onto the LED here, and that's what achieves the enclosement for it. But this is a blue LED. We won't be using it in the kit just because I imagine it's going to be, well, no, I imagine it, you just pop the head off and then you can turn it on and off that way. But we're not going to be using it with the kits. I'm not really that big of a fan of LEDs on my kits, unless I want to go through the trouble of soldering up like a switch that I can turn like on and off on the action base or something. Otherwise, I'm not a fan of LEDs. And then also something else that we're not going to really be using too much of are the decals. So we've got a pretty nice looking set of dry transfers, but then this blue backing sheet of decals right here, that's stickers. I am not going to be using stickers. Thankfully, I do have plenty of water slide decals, and I'll decal this guy up probably off stream. I might do it on stream though, who knows. It's a larger kit and it's got more flat surfaces, so it wouldn't be as tedious as doing the real grade Zaku, which I still need to decal that up. I haven't been able to go outside and top coat because of how hot it's been. But it rained today, so the highs for like the week coming up are in like the mid to high 80s, which is perfect for top coating. It'll just be a matter of where the humidity ends up sitting at with each day. But I've got a kit coming in that'll pair nicely with the Guntank. I've got the master grade gun cannon coming in, which is a quite an old kit. I think it's from like 2001. So it's a good bit older than the Guntank, and the Guntank, this would fall in like that 2.0 category, which is why I think it's silly when I see so many people saying, oh, I wish it had a 2.0, or whenever a 2.0 comes out, I hope it does this or this. I'm pretty sure in building the kit, I will see there's not that much that could have been improved. And the people calling for a 2.0 Guntank are silly. Now, the gun cannon, I could see it getting a 2.0. But I felt like if it were to have gotten a 2.0, it would have gotten it well ahead of now. So it's a bit overdue, I would say. So I went ahead and bit the bullet, got the old master grade. And of course, now that I bought it, give it a year and they're gonna announce a master grade gun cannon 2.0. That's how it always seems to work with me. Yeah, we'll get right into the core fighter build. So we need our A runner, we need A20, and this is the 2.0 style core fighter. This is the same exact assembly, if I'm not mistaken. And actually no, I don't have the 2.0 core fighter. Yeah, I don't have a 2.0 core fighter. I do have the 3.0, I can grab it. We can compare that whenever we get that done. Alright, we got A2 and we also need A3. Also, we got a lot of pilot figures with this kit. I was surprised at how many pilot figures were included. And I'm hoping the gun cannon, despite its age, has a good pilot figure kind of selection. At the very least, I hope that we get a standing Kai Shiden that isn't in the the normal suit. Because I love collecting pilot figures. Because I've got enough that I do eventually plan on going back and painting a lot of them. I've got what I call my war crimes pile, and it's just cut out pilot figures that have yet to be painted. Alright, we need 13 and 14, which those are right here. Because one of the things, like, it's been so long since I built the 3.0 RX-75 too, that I can't remember if the core fighter was pretty much the same or if it was vastly different from the 2.0. And I'm not entirely certain I've built a 2.0 style core fighter. Because most of the other model kits that would have used a core fighter in the assembly, they instead opted for the core block. Hey, Rhea. Rhea. That shelf has Legos on it. Please don't. Rhea, come here. Rhea, I know what you're planning. Come here. Don't do it. You'll make me really upsetty. Rhea. Rhea. Oh, baby girl. Rhea. Come here, Rhea. Is there a spider in the corner? Yeah, there's got to be a spider in the corner or something. She's not listening. Yeah, she really is. Oh, here she comes. Yeah, it was a spider. She's eating the spider. Good girl, you got it. You got the spider. You did so good. Wow. It's like Patches when he eats moths. Oh, there is more to the core fighter that we need to... Yeah, it's indeed a crafty Sunday night. This is A23 and 22, which we've got those right here. Also, hello Jamizzle, how are you tonight? Try and keep these wings on the right sides. Alright, and then that's 17 and 18. Oh yeah, I forgot y'all have the like 2 separate Twitch accounts. There they are, 17 and 18, they were kind of blending in. 17, 18. Right away, I'm not remembering any assembly like this on the 3.0, so I'm going to say this is indeed different. Okay, he left. Also, Rhea bounced too. She had a spider and said, "Yep, that was enough. I'm out of here." Hey, Patches. You wanna do me a favor? You wanna grab the 3.0 Core Fighter from the shelf? You wanna do that for me? No, he wants to nap. He found a new table to sit on, so he's gonna sleep on that for a minute, and then in a while he's gonna hop in a chair, and then sleep there. Because that is how the Patches does. Alright, so we got the lip kind of up, and then these do plug into the wings. Not like that though. Aha, there we go. Yeah, it's not the most secure of connections. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, hi Ray, you came back. All you'll find in the trash bin, Ray, are plastic bags. You don't want those. Alright, and then this has kind of a small little... Oh my goodness. Oh my god. It fell off. Get back on there. There we go, that feels a little more secure. And this goes in like so, and then it's supposed to not fall off. Why are you falling off still? Oh, it didn't fall off. I'm imagining things. So yeah, you really just kind of mount the wings at a weird angle, huh? Yeah, I don't think this one's on quite right. Get it on there. I don't think it's supposed to be wobbling like that. No, maybe it is supposed to wobble, because the wings are supposed to fold up and into the rest of the Core Fighter. Also, speaking of Core Fighter, I'm going to go ahead and grab the 3.0 style one myself. So far all the parts look the same, so I think it might in fact be the same Core Fighter. It's just been so long since I built it. Hi Rhea. That's my leg. Okay. And then maybe whenever we get... Oh, it wants me to fold the wings up. Okay. No. Aha, there we go. Now with the wing folded, maybe I can put this in here and it'll help secure it. Patches, what you doing? Goodness gracious, hello. Yeah, just sit on the runners, why don't you? After all, this is your desk, not mine. I was foolish to ever think it was. Bestie, come on. What are you doing? Ah, there we go. Alright, got that side. And I think these, the thrusters, once you get those in, they're helping to kind of secure the connection. Patches, those are Zaku's. Don't eat those. No, don't get your paws stuck in the runner. Come here. Come here. No, Patches. Patches. Good Lord. What are you doing? I don't condone this. Can't believe you've done this. That's my coffee. I assure you, you do not want the coffee. I know it's got cats on the mug, but that doesn't mean it's for you. Alright, there we go, got that. Yeah, now I can fold the wings out and they aren't gonna fall apart on me. Okay, got that done. Hey buddy, I need this A runner. Can I have the A runner? Taking the A runner, thank you. Alright, I needed A19, which I just cut out, and then I also need A6 and A5, which are right here. I thought you were sleeping on the other desk. Why'd you come over here? Huh? Why'd you come over here? Alright, set the coffee mug over here so it's out of my way. You can stay so long as you don't move my runners around too much. Okay? How does that sound? Got a deal? Got a deal? 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 Deal. Alright, and this will be facing downwards. Hey, those are my nippers. Cut it out. Nope, I lied. Actually, that goes like this and clips right on like so. There we go. What are you doing? Why are you such a goober? Huh? Why are you such a goofy cat? Did some chin scritches. Here you go. Behind the ears. Got some fuzz on you. And I'm not talking about your fur. Those are toothpicks, Patches. I'm gonna have to clear this entire desk for you, aren't I? Also, wait, how is this working? Okay, that's a interesting way to connect that. But I think that's the missile pods, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are supposed to be missiles. Patches, what are you doing now? I said you could hang out up here if you didn't move stuff around too much. You're breaching our truce, our deal. We came to an agreement, and now you're going against it. Patches. Patches. No, don't lay down there. No, that's paper. Those are decals. Come here. You have to go bye-bye. Say bye to chat. Say bye to everyone. You big lug. You big furry boy. Alright, down you go. Go play Vrya. Reorganize my runners. He crashed our core fighter into the nub pile. I can't believe this. Also, hey Lan, how you doing? Get this side in like so. And that is that done. Alright. Set this over here. Now we're working on the cockpit, which that will be 8, 11, and 7. So I think I want to do some painting on the pilot real quick. Where's Patches gone? Oh no. Uh-oh. Lost item. That's never a good thing. Maybe he'll prop up somewhere. I swear I need the scanner from like Alien so I can always tell where he's at. I think he's behind the desk. Yep, he just sneezed. He's behind the desk. You're not very stealthy, Patches. You're not very stealthy. What are there wires back there? Is that what you're playing with? If you get electrocuted, that's not my problem. Patches. Also grabbing one of my alligator clip stick things. Here we go. This will make painting the pilot figure just a little bit easier. And first thing I'm gonna do is actually, we have the manual. Let's flip over to the painting guide. That'll be in our kind of mid cross section. Here we are. Oh boy. It shows the pilot being in a yellow, yeah, they're in a yellow normal suit. And this is our legless pilot, so this is Ryu. Yeah, I guess first thing I'll do is paint yellow. Small brushes have I got at my desk. Actually, I've got this brush here, which would be perfect. I just need to rinse it off. I'll be right back. Hello, Patches. I see you under the table. Can't hide from me. Alrighty. Got our smallest paintbrush at our disposal. We do have this nice bright yellow. Hopefully it's not too bright. Actually I do have, what is this? This satin camel. That might be too dark. But I can always darken this yellow if need be. But the normal suits in the anime are pretty bright. Alright, that should be shaken up enough. Oh, it's got the annoying plastic wrap around it. Doop doop doo. Missed my garbage can completely. There we are. And we can be pretty generous with the yellow. dry for a second. Yeah, looks like we're also going to need kind of a gray, which I've got a light gray, which will be perfect, and then blue, which, do I have a blue? I don't feel any other colors back there. I don't know if I have blue. That's dove gray, which will be perfect. We do have purple. Ink spot, that's kind of blue. That'll work. Okay. So I'm gonna say I've got the colors I need. Before we go into that though, take a look at the kind of head crest on the helmet. Got a little bit of excess we could kind of scrape away. Nice thing about just using acrylics is very easy to clean up. And I'm not going for perfection. It's such a small scale. But if I can just get enough of the head crest kind of opened up and cleared off. And it looks like on the helmet, there are a couple of areas, spots of black, which I don't think I'll get that, but I will get the gray. I'll paint the gray and I'll paint the blue. I don't know if I have a smaller brush. Okay. It's a little messy, but it'll do for now. I'm gonna keep that brush handy because I think that one might be smaller than the one I was using. It definitely is. Okay, set that aside. Close this up, switch over to our gray. And this will be kind of our last kind of approximation kind of color. Where did my toothpick go? There it is. And this pilot could turn out messy as all get out after I add the panel wash. But I always like trying my hand at painting the pilots at the very least. Alright, thin out the panel liner just a bit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it came out messy, but that's alright. He's going in a cockpit and then he's going on a shelf, and I'm probably not going to be looking at him very much. There's like enough of the paintwork done to like bring out the idea that I feel like I did alright. Hold it up to the camera, maybe give you all the best look I can. Now the panel wash is still, yeah, that's not really coming into focus, is it? Hold up even closer. Getting in there, come on. Well, you get the idea. It's messy, but I mean, he'll be yellow. You'll see the little spots of gray. And then once the panel wash kind of dries, it'll kind of dissipate a little bit. It'll kind of soak into the paint. Yeah. Like, not my best pilot work. It's been a long time. It's both. It's a bit of a large alligator clip, and then the pilot is 1/144 scale. So he's pretty tiny. I'm gonna get these brushes put away. Now, where is my cover for this brush? It'll show up, I'm sure. All right. That over there, and slide you back here. Move our paper towel. Also, Chef Rex, welcome to the build stream. Got our cockpit chair here, which that'll also kind of help to distract from the pilot figure. I'm gonna toss that back there. Alright. Now I can scroll back in the manual, back to where we were. Here we are. And when it comes to painting the pilot figure sitting inside the, wait a minute. Oh my god. So all that time that we spent painting the white pilot figure, that wasn't even the pilot figure we were supposed to be using. We had a yellow pilot figure right here. That's the one we were supposed to be using. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna paint him up too. It shouldn't take near as long. He's already yellow. But man. Golly. And you know what? I think I might keep this pilot figure in there. So you know what? Never mind. We aren't going to paint this one. But whenever it comes to the Hayato figure in the Guntank, originally I was saying, oh, I'll leave that one unpainted. But now that I know it's a yellow pilot figure, maybe I will paint it. Because yeah, now that this pilot figure is dried up and everything, he looks a lot better in the pilot seat. Maybe it'll go into focus. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. These really small figures. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right there. You can like kind of make out the detail. So, you know, I'm happy with how the pilot figure came out, all things considered. And yeah, once the panel wash had kind of dried and kind of soaked into the paint, it looks a lot better. Once I get the core fighter top coated and everything, it's gonna look so much more natural sitting in there. But set our seated pilot right there. We need A1. Oh, you finished the real grade new clear injection. Nice. I have not built the real grade new yet. I've got the master grade Verka, but that is the only new Gundam that I've built so far. I want to get the real grade, but if I get the real grade, I know I'm gonna want. Next up is the Verka. The Verka is so good. But if I get the real grade new, I know I'm gonna want the real grade Sasbi. So I'm kind of holding off, knowing that will be the case. All right, now we need our B runner, which is right here. We get this nice RX-75 style dark, lighter blue. And that is B2. But there we go. Go like so. I'm gonna use Gundam marker on these kind of vents here. Pretty sure these are the machine gun kind of ports here. there. Pilot figure seated. Pop him in. We got some tabs. Try and get those lined up. All right. Yeah, with the pilot figure like getting more encased in the port fighter, it's looking more and more natural. All right, we need A12, A runners right here, and that is A12. Golly, we've spent almost an hour and all we've done is a core fighter. I guess I did take a good chunk of that time painting when I didn't necessarily have to do all that painting. But with the extra seated pilot figure, I'm sure I can find something to do with that. Hey Maz, you've been in here a minute. Whenever ads are coming, do you get a notification that they're about to hit or no? Because I turned that setting on, but I haven't noticed like any ad notifications in chat so far. Hey Zero, how you doing? You got some interesting trivia? Okay. Because I know if I had the creator dashboard open, I would be able to see notifications pop that they're about to hit. It was originally going to be an RC kit. I can see it. And I imagine they were thinking probably the same thing with the Zaku tank, because that was going to be a kit for a second and they scrapped it. Along with several other Zaku 2 2.0 variants. Scrapped it for the joints. I imagine you mean the yeah, I'll never forget Bandai for shafting all those Zaku 2 variants. There were so many, like Zaku 1 2.0 is going to be a thing. Wasn't the Act Zaku one of them? And then the Zaku tank, of course, which is the biggest crime of it all, because that hasn't gotten a modern kit, high grade or otherwise. It's overdue for one. Trying to think what other variants. Desert Zaku might have been one of them. There were like 4 or 5 that they cut them like last second. And like the designs are out there. They've got them lying around somewhere. The 2.0 is not a dated kit by any means. They could still release them. All right. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. So with that done, next we need to sandwich together A4 and B1. Getting some more of that nice light blue from the RX-75 2.0. And what was the other one? A4. A4. There we go. get caught up on the Guntank trivia. P-Bandai Educational STEM Kit. Oh, yeah. It did have like a really old high grade back when it was like the... Well, I don't even think the kits were called high grades yet, but it was the like mid-80s, late 80s kind of kits before they started moving towards some more modern naming conventions for the 90s kits. Gotcha. I knew it had a like really, really old kit. Also looking for the tab this is supposed to go into. There we are. It really is a like sandwich your way in there as best you can. All right. So front portion of our core fighter done. Maybe now that I've got more of a substantial kind of build here, it'll get in focus and show off that painted pilot. Kind of angle it nicely. Kind of hard to get a good angle. I'll post photos on Twitter, of course, too, of the painted pilot. But I mean, he looks more. You don't notice how kind of jank he is when he's in there. Then we need A9, which that'll be our other little gray piece here. Oops, that part flew over here. There he is. Also, all of the cats have abandoned me. Alright, and then we're done with this for a second, so we'll set this over here. Yeah, I like the brighter color tones of the 2.0 over the darker of the 3.0. The 3.0, they went with more of like the kind of real grade, darker colors, and I'm not as much of a fan of that. I like the brighter anime tones. Oh, hi Rhea, you came back. You heard I was talking smack. Alright, we need B3. This is the last we need of this runner, so this will go in the rubbish pile. Yoink, and spoink. There we go. And we need the A21 piece, which is right here. It's our rear stabilizer. Oh, like new is in today announcement? Because I haven't checked the r/Gunpla P-Bandai announcements channel. I saw there was some Witch from Mercury grunt that got announced, I think. That's a mouthful of a name. But neat. Okay, new Epion. Is it new tooling or is it more or less same as the current Epion? Also, which way is this going? Okay, I need to flip this around here. There we go. Like so. it shows we're holding this upside down. That's not right. Get out of there. There we go. Still doesn't seem right. Hold on. Aha, there we are. Okay, gotcha. Trying to see where this needs to slot into there. But it's not going far enough back. Why is it? Ah, I see. I need to kind of to have it kind of bent like that. Oops. And now it's a Chewy Coffee build stream. I've dropped a piece. It's alright, I found it. It was a pretty easy one to find. I don't think I put this on the right way. I love when the air conditioner cuts off and it makes the cats jump. It's always so funny to me. That is not far enough in. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Because I don't want to force this in further than it is meant to go. But it's got a tab like it's supposed to go further. Hey Risk, how you doing? Yep, doing fine. Just trying to figure out how to get this rear stabilizer on the Guntank's core fighter. Oh, there we go. There we go. I've got it. I have figured it out, I do believe. Wait, never mind. I have not. It felt like I had it, but then it decided, no, you don't. So we have it upside down. Yeah, it's not tabbing in far enough. I haven't the fuzziest idea as to why. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Took a minute, but we got it. Alright, with that done, this flipped over. I do not like how the landing gear is clear. Yeah, that click's always so satisfying when you know you've got it. I don't like how the landing gear is clear. I could like run this outside real quick and spray paint the landing gear black. But I could also do that off stream later on, which I think I'll do that. Alright, it wants us to tab this up like so. That was a nice click sound as well. It's showing we got it tabbed though. Oh, there it is. There we go. Those attached. Now click it into place. And then we need a 15 and 16, which are going to be our side vents. And then our landing gear pieces. Okay. That vent goes on that side, this vent will go on the other. Cat hair, get out of here. Alright, and now to get the nubs off our landing gear. Now, nice thing about the landing gear is it's all one pretty much solid piece once you get it together. So taking it outside to paint it later on will be pretty straightforward and easy. I mean, I could still do that with the 3.0's core fighter as well, which I just might do that. I think it's something I've been meaning to do for years. I just keep putting it off. There we go. And there is our landing gear installed. Fold out our wings, and that's our completed core fighter. Get our 3.0 one set back on the shelf over here. And it only took us almost an hour and a half to get a core fighter done. All right, but now we can get on to the meat and potatoes of the kit, and that's the Guntank. And it's got us starting off with the torso, which we need our F runner. Rhea, what are you doing? She's pawing at my hanging pieces and wall art. Right, that's F3, which we have right here. And we need F10. F8, which is right here. And then C4 and 5. Which look to be our yellow chest vent pieces. Okay. Rhea, you lack thumbs and you would not be able to open that door. I've got a storage closet here in the office, and every time the cats see it, they just get so curious on what's in there because it's like another room that they've never seen. Alright, that connects there. Oh, interesting. We have some undergating. Didn't expect to see any of that here. Just making sure it does indeed want us to cut this off. Okay, it does. Alright, and we want to kind of follow patterning here. So this is needing to go here. there. It needs to go right here. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. There we go. Goodness. It's kind of got an interlocking kind of gear kind of thing set up here. There we are. Now I think I've got it in there. There we are. Nice click. All right, that's one side. Set that right here. Now we'll do the same on the other side. And what was the other piece? F7. Set that down, grab our other C4 and C5. C4. C5 will be on this side. Alrighty, and same as on the other side, we're going to plug this part on first. If I'm get it orientated right. Yeah, that side's right. Okay, there we are. And the C5. C5 needs to go on the bottom on this side. Flip it around, there we go. So So we got some nice cool weather coming in, and I'm really gonna try and use that time to get caught up on top coating and all that fun stuff. So we might do kind of a double stream tomorrow. I know in the morning I plan to do some more King's Quest, and then maybe that evening or that afternoon, I'll do some more build stream, depending on how far we get tonight. But like the Guntank's gonna get done this week for sure, and either a 1-part, 2-part, maybe even 3, depending on how long it takes. With the paint stuff done on the core fighter, I think that was the most time-consuming part of the start of the build. The rest should be more or less a breeze. Also, I want to make sure that's nice and level. There we go. It looks better. I guess that side's got a bit of a gap to it. Alright, that's our 2 halves done. And we need F10 and 11 and 4. Oh, and 12. But like I'm gonna really try and take advantage of the weather. Being as nice as it's going to be this week, to get like yard work done, to get top coating and decals done. And maybe even another kit knocked out, depending on timing and everything. Because it's been a really hot summer, and it's made it to where I have not been able to do all the top coating and painting that I wanted to get done with my builds. But hoping to play catch up this week and get that done. But I'm not gonna let the Gunpla builds get in the way of the other kind of scheduled streams that I planned. I'm also coming up on my 200th Gunpla build. So I want to do something special for that. I don't know what kit I'll build yet. I'd love for it to be something cool like the Zeta Verka, but I don't have a Zeta Verka. And I've bought enough Gunpla lately as it is. So I'm gonna really try and use something that's in my backlog for that. And I think I'll shop around in my Discord servers and ask people like, hey, what do you want to see for the 200th build? Here's my backlog. Vote. All right. We've got all of our parts separated. Patches, why are you scratching the rug? I'm trying to see what it's showing as a connection here. Goodness gracious, Patches. What are you doing? He is attacking the back of my chair. This cat's going to be the death of me. Maybe it's not supposed to tab to anything. Maybe I'm just holding it in place and then taking our two halves and sandwiching. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, I think that might be what's going on here. Okay, yeah, that is exactly what was going on there. What an interesting way to put that together. All right, and then F11. Doesn't seem right. I think I got these backwards. I do. Alright. There we go. That's also an interesting kind of connection. I take it that'll be some kind of moving armor slots. We'll go there. And get this flipped over. F24, which is our big piece right here. Now he's trying to go under the rug, because of course, why wouldn't he? And we need our eye runner. Where's our eye runner? Here it is. And that is I3. And we need one for each side. Yeah, he's completely under the rug now. Amazing. Truly amazing. He saw the mummy spring out from under the sand in Banjo-Kazooie, and now he thinks he can do that with the rug. Well, that's interesting. So it just kind of tabs into some slots here on the back. Which this side, I need to get it lined up properly. Why is that not? Hold on. That's problematic. What did I do differently over here? It shows it's got a little bit of a lip to it. Okay. Weird. I don't know why it wasn't acting like it was going to connect properly. That back on. Maybe I'm just not lining it up right. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Okay. And where was I? Yes, we need to get the large sandwiched piece on top, like so. Nice and flush. And we are still keeping these tabs pushed outward. We are starting to get into some of the outer plating. So we got D8, which is right here. And that's I5 and 6. We need 2 of those. Oh, and I thought these were arm pieces. These are not. I wonder what the magazine is for. Because if it's in the back, it couldn't be for the arm cannons. So maybe for the Vulcans? I'm trying to think, did the Guntank even have Vulcans? I don't think it did. And these look like they'd be too small of rounds to be for the shoulder cannons. This is going to slot on like so. That's a lovely dark blue. I do like that color quite a lot. Then these are tabbing in here. Yeah, I'm guessing these are the rounds for the shoulder-mounted cannons. They seem a lot smaller than I would imagine they would be. Got a neat rotating gimmick to them. Okay, so D10 and D11. think some of the cats are chasing each other. Or it could be Chewie coming in. No, it's Rhea. Hi Rhea, you're back. You don't stay away for long, do you? Alright, and the rear armor has some slots it tabs into. Same with D11 here. Nice. Okay. Now with those attached, these can tab over. We need our K runner, which is right here. That'll be K10 and K11. And K is one of our other duplicate runners. So Rhea was kind of laying down, getting comfortable, and Patches ran in and pounced on her. Patches constantly bullies Rhea, which I guess is appropriate. I did name that after Patches and Rhea from Dark Souls. And if you play Dark Souls 1, if you know, you know. Alright, and from the looks of it, this tab's on first. And then this will sandwich just right under it, if I can get it lined up properly. There we go. Ooh, nice satisfying click. And in true Patches fashion, he has laid down where Rhea was trying to get comfortable. That is his spot now. Goodness. It's a tighter fit than I thought it would be. There we are. I don't remember the kind of rear vent thruster kind of packs being this close to each other on the high grade. Or maybe it's a single piece on the high grade. Can't really remember, it's been so long. Anyway, set that over right there. We'll get into the next set of pieces, which will be D7 and 6, and those need to attach first. D7, D6, do need D5 as well, which is right here. And then that is A33, which will be right here. Alright, yeah, that's there's some rotating kind of armor panels. Alrighty. Got both those sides down. Alright, D5, A33. And before we attach these, we do have some more inner frame kind of bits to put on, F5 being one of them, along with F13, which we have right here. Alright, so that'll pair with that. And F5, which is right here. This tabs in properly. And that slots on like so. And then we need D9. Before I attach this, I'm actually going to do some panel lining here. Because there's some detail which is going to get covered by this armor panel, and I kind of want that to be somewhat accentuated. And now we just got to get the kind of torso armor slotted on, and that's pretty much your completed torso right there. And then yeah, I can see where the housing for the LED kind of just fits right in there. Oh, and yeah, there was a piece that goes to the LED that we don't have, and then that little screw that we get, I was wondering where it went to. It goes to the LED battery pack. So we don't have these little batteries, but I think I've got some lying around, so I might play with the LED later on and get that set up and housed. So for now, what I think I'll do, yeah, we'll follow the instructions as is. So we need F28. I feel like I have a small screwdriver somewhere. Set that down for a second. I think I have it in here. screwed in now. Yeah, later on I may take that apart and put the batteries in. So we could use the LED if we wanted to. And that is just F23, sure enough. And then the whole assembly pops on. Simple as that. Yeah, and that seems easy enough that we can pop it up and grab it again later on if we wanted to. Next, it's got us putting the head assembly together. F22 and 21. And that is A37. When it shows a sticker being put in place for A37. Figure out where this part is. Here it is. So I guess we need to get our sticker decal sheet opened up. See what sticker they're talking about. Hello patches. Don't need the plastic that I just threw away. Alright, there's our dry decals, which we'll probably use those, so I'm going to set them over here. Grab my tweezers. We'll check out this sticker and see if it's something that we want to use. Patches. That's a piece of runner. What could you possibly want with it? Okay, sticker went on easy enough, so we'll use this one. It's mostly a targeting computer and kind of the inner cockpit kind of detail. Which, with that part being clear, I imagine whenever the LED is on, it would shine through the decal and make it look like the cockpit, like inside, was lit up as well. Alright, there we go. That sandwiches on there. Okay, neat. So we got our head. Let's see. This is C10. We got C10 right here. We got a little bit more painting to do. Hey Toasty, how you doing? Where is my blue? Here's my blue. And where were my brushes? Put them up already. Yep, we are working on the master grade Guntank here. Damn. Get the visor cleaned up. Maybe it'll be easier to paint Hayato while he's on the runner. Yeah, I've got the high grade as well. I built it back, gosh, 5-6 years ago now. And I just bought the master grade last week, or the week before, but it just got to me last week. And sorry, painting. And I knew I wanted to build it, so I set it aside for my next build stream. Dab of blue. Alright, that should be enough blue to give us what we're going for. Alright, I've got a little wicker white. We'll get it put on the kind of head jewel crest of the helmet. Hello, Patches. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You got done eating the got done eating the runner there? If I can get this paint open, good grief. There we go. You know what? That'll work. Just take the whole top off. Alright, got way more white on than I meant to. Let's screw it back on. Yeah, we're gonna need our blue again. Got a little bit of touch-up, cleanup to do. go? Okay. And we'll need our gray again. I should probably have my paint guide ready. Flip back page. So we need to get gray on the kind of harness bit. Oh goodness. More gray than I needed. Got our gray. And same as with the previous pilot figure, I'm just kind of dabbing on the color. Because once we put on the once we put the panel wash on, it's really gonna like kind of seep into and bring out a lot of the like mist implied detail. Trying to get that visor back to blue. Then we are going to need the white once more because his boots and gloves are going to be white. To get the gloves. Alrighty. And I'm going to go in and scrape just a little bit of this gray off the torso. And now get a little bit more white. Just want to get the head crest as clear as we can get it. There we go. I think that should be enough implied detail with the paintwork that the panel wash will really do the rest for us. So I'm gonna get our pilot figure cut off the runner here. Probably gonna need an alligator clip. Let me grab one. Oh, I've still got the one pulled out from earlier. Here we are. Oh goodness, patches. Did not mean to sit on you. That's why you don't hop in my seat as soon as I get up. Yep, that's my shoulder. Hello. Hi, Patches. Welcome back. Patches. Hey, buddy. That's our pilot over there. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. Down you go, just for a moment. You just sat on a paintbrush. You probably have paint on your belly. Just letting you know. Good grief. This cat, I swear. And grab our pilot figure. Panel wash. Okey-doke. Let that do its thing for a second. So we're going to set our pilot right here. Get our paper towel out of my way, skedaddle, and get our manual flipped back to the right page. Okay, good. We can put the outer armor pieces on before we put the pilot in and seal up the cockpit. Plus, with the cockpit, I had something I wanted to try. Yeah, I've got something I want to try. Let me see if I have a blue Sharpie first. I do not. Okay, so I don't have a blue Sharpie, but I do have this blue paint. And I have got, let me see if I can find it. There it is. There we go. And I got this blue paint, so I'm gonna put a tiny little squirt in there. All right, that's more than I wanted. But that's all right. I'll be back. I don't have clear colors, but I do have acrylics and water. And what we can do, so let me get this cut out here. Also, I've got blue paint all over my hands. Hold on. Be right back once again. Okay, hands are washed. And yeah, eBay hater, we are building the master grade Guntank. Let me get the cockpit hatch cleaned up. Oh, some more undergating. Neat. Hello, Rhea. It is from 2009, actually. So it's like right there alongside the Gundam 2.0 and the Zaku 2.0, so we're coming out around that time. It's now the gun cannon. The master grade gun cannon, it's from like 2001. And the Zagok, the master grade, is from, yeah, I think it might be 2004, 2005. Like, kind of right as the 2.0 lineup was starting to make its way on the shelves. Now, with the cockpit hatch here, we can actually use a larger brush. Ba-dum-dum. I'm gonna try out this brush. Let me see how this turns out. Alright, this does seem to be getting the desired effect that I wanted it to. Kind of made our own clear color paint. Now, what I'm gonna have to try and do is get these strokes kind of as uniform as possible. I might need to grab a larger brush. That might help. Because this should give us kind of the illusion of clear color without actually being clear color paint. Prop that up right there. I do have this larger brush. Let me try this. Yeah, that is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, gonna set this brush over here on top of my paper towel. Don't roll anywhere. Also, don't paint my wall by accident. airbrush set up here as well. Now to simply let that dry. And so since we painted the underside of the canopy, we'll be able to move the canopy around and not worry about scratching up or smudging the paint or hurting that finish in any way. So real happy about that. Let's grab our A runner. We need 828 and 29. And that should be all the painting we have to do on the stream today. Whenever I paint my Gunpla eBay, what I typically do is cheaper and easier, the better. And I'll grab some examples whenever I get these parts kind of put together and done. We'll take a little break and show that off. Plus, I need to go grab a bottle of water. With Gunpla, I mean, if I can achieve it with just, hand painted on acrylics, I'm gonna do that. If I can achieve it with rattle can spray paints, I'm gonna do it. I don't have an airbrush setup. I mean, I need to. It would certainly bring my builds a lot further along than they already are. But I've managed to get a lot of this kind of cheaper, easier paint method stuff to work without having to invest heavily in more proper equipment. And yeah, I'll grab an example real quick. So, what's a good example? Here we go, I'll grab my Ifrit. So, the Ifrit, I've got the RE100 Ifrit Custom Ifrit Kai. This is entirely painted with rattle cans, Krylon to be specific. So you don't have to get an airbrush or expensive hobby paints to get pretty decent paint work on your Gunpla. And it applies to figures too. But yeah, this is all Krylon rattle cans. My top coats are all Krylon. I use Krylon Rust-Oleum all the time. You can get it at Walmart. I don't think you have to necessarily use the expensive Tamiya paints and Mr. Color and all that stuff to get good results. You can use stuff you get at the supermarket and get the same effect or close to. Ugh, goodness. All right, and let me see. A34 and 35, that'll be our head antenna. And like being able to do it the cheaper, quote unquote, easier way is one of the beautiful things about Gunpla. You can build and enjoy the hobby at various different monetary increments. You don't have to spend a whole lot on good tools. You don't have to spend a whole lot on decent paints. Work smarter, not harder. Alrighty, that's one of our antenna on. Which is it's one of the reasons that I love Gunpla so much, is I can enjoy it and not murder my wallet outside of buying kits. Alrighty, and Yeah, let me hold up our pilot figure, see if he'll show up nicely on camera. Because I think he came out even better than let me just bring this down. I think this pilot came out even better than our previous one. Bring it down. There we go. Like, that's pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll get photos of the I'll get photos of like the cockpit and our pilot figures and all that after we get done streaming. I just gotta very carefully get Hayato here in his seat. There we go. Alrighty. Like, it's unfortunate that I'm using my phone as a camera for the stream, because that is what I would be using to get these photos. But I'm not ready to cut the stream, so. Alright, and then our cockpit's looking pretty good. Should be dry. Should be able to get that popped right on. And then, like, just like that, we've got a blue cockpit. Didn't have to get clear color, didn't have to, you know, use the LED. We've got our clear visor for the for the head. So I'm real happy that was as easy as it was. Did not mean to turn the stream into a partial, like, Chewy Coffee cheap DIY clear colors, but here we are. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach the head and get it put on the model. There we go. Yeah, very limited head articulation. Oh, actually, no, there's more than I realized. Never mind. I take it back. And, you know, for 2.5 hours, I thought we would be a lot further along, but we did take a lot of breaks to paint and fool around with my cat. So yeah, it's looking good so far. I really like the subtlety of the blue. Real happy with how that turned out. Also, the cockpit, it opens up real easy, so you can just flip it open shut, real simple. It pops back in, so you know it's nice and secure when closed. Whenever I top coat, I'll be sure to mask that off, or I may just take it completely off. I think it comes off easy enough. Well, I'm sure it will come off. So I'll probably just pop the visor off whenever I top coat. But yeah, that's nice. Also got some good head articulation looking up. Can't really look down any. But we'll set that aside. And then next, it's got us putting together the arms. So, with the arms, times 8. Okay. I-16 and K9 times 8. I'm gonna go rinse this out though. I'll be right back. I returned, and so I had mentioned I was gonna go grab water. I lied. It's a beer. All right. Now for the arm units. Didn't I start this stream drinking coffee? What have I become? K runner. We've got K9. And somehow we're supposed to have 8 of these? Oh, 2, 4. Okay. That makes sense. I know we're in like the latter half of our stream, so I don't mind pulling out some beers, knowing that we'll be done in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Also, the painting's done, so I don't have to have a steady and concentrated hand for this. Alright, that is K9. We're also going to get the 4 from over here. Patches is knocked out. Good grief. Hold on, I'm gonna pop the camera off the stand for a sec. Look at Patches, he is knocked out. Just a snoozing boy. Just a sleepy lad. Get you back on the stand. Oh, and we still have 2 more K9s. Alright, so that is the 8 K9s, and we also need 8 I-16s, yes. So I believe that these K9 pieces and K16, those attached to create the barrels of the gun rotary cannons, or the arm-mounted rotary cannons. So they got a really cool gimmick to them that as you rotate the arm, the cannons, they like kind of pivot in and out, giving the illusion of them like firing. So it's pretty neat. It'll be cool to see that in action once we get it put together. And I love whenever the mobile suits have like really neat arm gimmicks and hand gimmicks like that, like the dog and the Ack guy with the retractable claws on the hands. All right, that is that. Eye runner. Set you right there, slightly out of my way. But we are already getting into like a really repetitive hey, here's half a dozen or a dozen in this case almost parts that are all the same, and you're gonna have to individually cut them out, clean them up, put them together, and assemble this part of the kit. Whenever we get to the treads, good Lord, I'm gonna pull out my hair. I think that's why I really grabbed the beer, because I knew it was coming. But at least we'll get the arms to go through first. Also with the Guntank, something I wanted to do with the high grade that I didn't do with the or something that I wanted to do with the high grade that I think I'll do with the master grade. There we go. Is I really want to weather the kit, and I want to get the treads done right this time. I'm gonna grab my Origins Guntank so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But like, I weathered it, but I did just a little bit of it wrong. I didn't weather the inside part of the treads, just the outside. And so it looks a little goofy, like they cleaned the inside parts, but they hadn't hosed down the outer treads. And after I get this part cleaned up, I'll grab that and you'll see what I'm talking about. So here is the high grade Origins Guntank that I put together and weathered. So this is kind of the weathering that I'm going for with the master grade that we're working on now. I'll rotate it around, give you some more of a view. But like, I don't know how well it's shown on camera, but the outside of the tread, like I weathered that up. And then like the inside parts of the tread, I didn't quite, like the insides are a little too clean. So it looks a little goofy, in my opinion, that the inside's so clean and the outside's weathered and worn. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm gonna be sure this time to weather both the inside and outside of the treads. Alright, now to get all of our K pieces clean. Alright, all of those are clean. And then in regards to... Oh, wow. Okay, the shallower part is where this needs connecting to. Okay, There we are. Now we get to connect all these together, so that is the bottoms of these. Huzzah. Goodness gracious. And hand slipped and I dropped one. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're all accounted for. And we need I-17 and 19. Our second set aside over here. Patches looks so comfortable over there. He is still knocked out. Hasn't moved an inch. Piece of clean. There we are. All right. Both those halves are kind of done. Now, so it's showing we have one of our kind of halves. We want the divot kind of facing us. We take these pegs and we tab them in like so. And then this whole connection plugs up into, if I can get it orientated the right way. There we are, like so. Okay. Now do the same on the other side. And there's 2. All right. And we need K8 and K7. Alright, and we'll get these cleaned up. Oh. Alright, you can kind of see the barrel gimmick kind of in effect whenever you rotate this side to side. You can see the cannons kind of pushing in and out. So this will be able to rotate 360 degrees, but right now it's a little difficult because it doesn't have the rear kind of stopper. But that's the rotating cannon gimmick kind of shown kind of full effect there. Now what I wish the kit had were clear effect parts for like the cannons firing, because the Master Grade Zagok, the Master Grade Ak guy, and I want to say the Master Grade Gog as well, all 3 of those kits had clear effect parts for like water splash effects coming from the feet and the backpack, and then the Zagok, it had the it had the like the Zagok had the rocket effects from the top of the head because it had the head mounted rockets. That guy had the same. Quibbley Mark II, head, body, waist, and right leg done. It can stand up, so that's it for the night. Alrighty, nicely done. I look forward to seeing photos of that in the Discord. Alright, and that is the cannons done. Now to get the rest of the arms. That is I 18, 11, 12, and 9. Oh, this is the high grade, isn't it? You said polycaps, and I was thinking master grade. And I'm like, huh? Master grade with polycaps? There aren't that many of those. Especially when think of the Quebly having polycaps for the master grade. But you're building a high grade. Also, thank you for reminding me that it is about time I watch my Double Zeta Gundam Blu-rays. I bought those like 2 years ago and I still haven't watched them. And I love Double Zeta. Maz, have you progressed in Armored Core any since we last talked yesterday? Because you know you got till Wednesday to get ahead of me, and then you can watch me stream it again. Oh, okay, gotcha. Clean. Okay, it looks like we might have an arm locking kind of gimmick. And doing the same over on this side. This was a ×2 assembly. Alright. And get this whole thing flipped over. And yeah, not much left in the arms. That's cool. I might get the cannons put together, and then that might be a good stopping point for tonight. Because yeah, the next the next steps are the treads after the cannons. So I think we'll get like the top half done, and then we'll come back on whenever and get the bottom half. But let's get some more of the arms done. I-14 and 13. Here we are. Right, that beer's done. Sandwiched pieces, joints together. And we need K12 and 16 for both sides. Now we will need 15 as well. Along with 14. And I'm not seeing 13 utilized anywhere. Oh, that's because I missed the step where you put it on. Okay, so let that cut out. There we go. And now get all these pieces cut out for the other side. Alrighty. Plugs on nice and easy. Yeah, so far the assembly on this kit is pretty solid. Nub marks haven't been too bad. Nub placement hasn't been too bad. Assembly is pretty straightforward. There are a couple parts here and there where like it doesn't quite make sense until you kind of have it fully put together, and then it's like, oh, okay, now I get it. Sorry, gotta get a little sidetracked. Yeah, well, you get a couple of parts here and there where it doesn't quite make sense until you got it fully assembled, and then it's like, oh, that's how that works. Now I get it. And then sorry, once again, getting myself sidetracked. That jointed downwards. And then like colors, nice and accurate, which you would hope with this being a 2.0 style kind of kit. And then proportions so far seem pretty good. One of the things I didn't like about the high grade Guntank is I felt it was maybe a little small at parts. But it wasn't a bad high grade by any means for, I think, 2001. Because it was one of the earlier high grades as well. All right. Why is this not doing the gimmick right? Yeah, the arm rotating gimmick, it's a little tight. And I'm wondering if maybe that's because I didn't do the assembly quite right. Or maybe I'm rotating the wrong way. But that gimmick's not quite acting the way I would hope it would. But there's one arm on. Get the other arm put together real quick. And that is all of our parts cleaned up. There we go. All right, and that's our top half of the gun tank put together right there. Save for the cannons, which we'll get to in just a second. Trying to see if the rotating arm gimmick will maybe work better on this side. Oh yeah, it's working much better here. So as you rotate kind of the forearm, you can see those cannons kind of pushing in and out on their own. Nice little gimmick. This arm, I think I did something wrong because it doesn't quite do the gimmick as smoothly. But set him down. Get these cannons put together, and then we will call it a stream. And the cannons are pretty straightforward. Looks like we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces for the cannons. 6 piece, it's 12 total. Hi Ray, you're coming back in? So, we need our J runner. That is J321. Aw, Rhea, you're grooming Patches. So nice of you. Even though he chases you and bites you and jumps you and ambushes you. I guess that means it can't be all bad, huh? Alright, and that's all we're going to need of that runner, so we can toss that in a rubbish bin. And then the other part was I-15, which is this squiggly piece right here. It's got a very funky shape, and I wonder if it's got that funky shape because it's supposed to spring in on itself. Although it doesn't have as much kind of give as I thought it would. So maybe not. Oh, and then we do need I-10, which is right here. Alright. Now that's all the parts we need. Now to get them cleaned up. And then another thing that I'm liking so far about the Master Grade is the parts seem very easy to take apart later on. For decals, for weathering, and for like individual painting. There aren't any like, oh, once you've got this together, it's gonna stay that way, you know? It doesn't have a lot of that going on. And then it seems like whenever we get to top coating and decals, I'll be able to simply pop the torso off of the like the tracks. I'll be able to pop the cannons off, and really have each individual part laid out, and then I'll be able to get decals applied like separately per component. Like with the real grade Zaku that we just put together, so much of it is like once you got it together, it's kind of together. I'm not really looking forward to doing the decals on it. Well, at the same time, definitely being excited about the decals because I love decaling kits. Also, try not to cut off more than I need to there. Okay. Also, there's some nice molded kind of piston kind of details in there. If I had a smaller paint pen, I would definitely go in and mess with some of that. Wait a second. What does it have us doing here? Aha. There we go. We're going to pop that on until we get a nice pop like we just did there. All right. So there is one of our cannons right there. Now to get the other one done. Just about done with the stream here. Just a few more parts here on the cannon, and then we'll get that assembly done. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take photos of kind of the pilot figures, the core fighter, everything that we've done in today's stream. I'll go ahead and take photos, and I'll probably post those on Twitter, and then of course I'll share them in the Discord servers that I'm in. If you're in the r/Gunpla Discord group, you can find me in there on occasion. But if you're not following me on Twitter, that is at Chewy Coffee. Same for Instagram. And then of course, if you're not following me here on Twitch, follow me at twitch.tv/ChewyCoffee. Every follow means a lot. I'm still working on getting notifications set up so that I know when people follow me. But I think with the means in which I stream, I don't catch all that. But I am working on it. I am certainly working on it. And I want to try and get the barrel seam kind of lined up. There we go. And then this whole thing slides into here. Such an interesting way that the cannon kind of comes together. Alright, get that popped on, and then this slides up here. Get it to... Uh-oh, did I do that backwards? I think I did. Yeah, I've got that backwards. Oops. See if I can't get that separated without breaking anything. Where is my part separator? Where has that gone off to? Here's one of my part separators. We're getting there. There we are. Now get it popped on the right way. Make sure that's facing outward. This is facing this way. Slide and pop on like so. And there we go. That is our second cannon put together. And we'll get these simply slid on top like so. And there you have it. There's the top half of the Guntank assembled. So far, not too bad of a kit. Now the cannons, they've got this kind of spring effect going on, so I wonder if there's supposed to be some sort of fire effect for the cannons too, and maybe I just haven't built all the parts needed for it. But yeah, in regards to like what we're building today, that is gonna cover it. I'll give a quick rundown of kind of the plans for the next couple days. Tomorrow we're going to stream King's Quest Chapter 4. And if I am feeling up to it, which I probably will, quite honestly, we'll probably do the second build stream for the Guntank. We'll do that in... we might do that first, actually. We might get up in the morning, build some more Guntank after I have breakfast. And then that evening we'll play King's Quest. And then Wednesday, I plan to tackle some more Armored Core 6. And then on Friday, we will pick up with some more Banjo-Kazooie. And with the Banjo-Kazooie, we might be wrapping up with the game with that one. Maybe. We've got 3 worlds left to do. If I do a long stream, it'll get done for sure. But I've already done the plugs and all that. So I've been Chewy Coffee. You guys have been great. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.